so alive.
Welcome back to St. George's Park. A look at how things stand at the end of day number 2. Had to check myself then. End of day number 2 in this second Castle Test match between South Africa and Sri Lanka. So much has happened. In fact, we really are going towards the end of the Test match. 2-2-2 less. 1-5-4. 1-2-8. Now 60 for 2. Take it in. Take it in. 137 runs more to win for Sri Lanka. On the verge once again of a victory overseas. They've not won a series here. In fact, no side from the subcontinent has won a series in South Africa. Russell Arnold and Sean Pollock are alongside. Gents, what a day. Have you had a time to draw breath? What are you thinking as you stand here, Russell Arnold?
As you highlighted the twos, I'm thinking 2-0.
Okay, well,
all
fine,
to do with
fine.
the
You've got your chirp in. Come on, let me know what you're thinking about how this one has unfolded.
Strange one. Nothing really to explain how so many wickets have been lost. But yet, I just felt all the time that there was a bit of nibble on this pitch, a bit of variable bounce where batsmen never felt they were in. So never in a rhythm, and suddenly one goes a little quicker or bounces a little bit more, and that's where the wickets have been falling. They haven't made that adjustment at all. Not any of the batsmen we've seen today or even yesterday ready to absorb any pressure, ready to wear the opposition down. I think that's been the reason for most of the wickets. Yes, a bit of help, but certainly not for wickets to fall in a clump like that.
It was him yesterday who said, there must be something in there that we can't see. Sean, what have you seen? Have you seen anything at all? And I ask because it's been difficult to explain. I mean, you watch many games of cricket, you see things that happen, you see how bowlers bowl particularly well and get all the wickets, but both sides unable to spend any amount of time in there.
Yeah, I'd have to agree that there must be something going on. But, you know, we've watched test matches that have taken place at the Wanderers, Supersport Park, in Cape Town, where balls have been misbehaving, the odd one standing up, the odd one keeping low, people getting hit in the midriff, being hit in the ribs. We've seen none of that in this match at all, and we haven't seen prodigious movement. We haven't seen many deliveries beat the outside edge. So, I don't know, there must be something going on, but I don't think it's a surface where it should be 2-2-2, 125, 150. That doesn't sit with me. I just think it's been bad application. Yes, you're obviously going to get a few good deliveries and guys are going to get themselves out. But at the start of play today, 60 for 3. Yeah. Sri Lanka, to think that we'd be standing here.
And they're 60 for 2 again.
60 for 2 in this next innings.
They've improved.
And they've lost one less wicket, so Russell's really happy. Yeah, it's a bit of a surprise, I must admit. But I think as a batting unit, I know responsibility-wise, and also the talk that goes around these days isn't to come too hard at the batsmen because they like to express themselves, they like to be positive. But I can't feel that the two batting units will go away at this current situation saying we've applied ourselves and done pretty well. I think they've been average. It's created an exciting match, yes, don't get me wrong, and it's going to be exciting again tomorrow. But I think the batsmen have been average.
Okay, let's shift into tomorrow, because we must look into which way this one's going. At the start of the day, many said, do you know what? they thought that South Africa were the ones who were ahead in the game. I looked at it and said, it looks like it's even. In fact, it's an opportunity for Sri Lanka to forge ahead. They couldn't bat well. They couldn't forge ahead. So tell me what you think going into tomorrow.
I thought Sri Lanka had a massive opportunity and they'll settle down, but that was not the case. They went after the runs and they gave the impression, or the ploy was, get as many runs as possible before you get yourself out. That's exactly what was happening. Then when South Africa came out, they had a lead, but they couldn't press on. So I was impressed with Sri Lanka's application with the bowlers, especially the three seamers, how they kept chipping away. I was worried whether they'll be able to lift themselves up once again, but tremendous. Dhananjay De Silva in the morning did say, look, Mbuldeni is not there, but I'm ready for the challenge. And he was. So that's the type of arrogance you need. You need arrogance to be confident.
I think.
Yeah.
Not so much arrogance.
But looking forward to tomorrow, still anything can happen. That's for sure. Sri Lanka will stay positive. I think the rest of the batsmen, they're not very used to hanging around. So you can expect to see a few shots. It's going to be entertaining.
How confident are you that they can get over the line?
Pretty confident. 137 will play on South Africa's minds. There is a lot of pressure on them. How will they react? It's not easy to react. Yes, Sri Lanka not in this situation in terms of getting over the line or looking at a series win. So there's different types of pressure. And South Africa will not or haven't responded well in situations like this in the past. Sri Lanka have to count on that and start strong.
Sean, many a time South Africa has had their bowling lineups. I say lineups because they've changed over time and it's been different personnel every now and again, but it's them that have kind of pulled games out of the fire some of the time. In Durban, couldn't quite do it, and many will say should have done it. In this one, well, it looks less likely. Can they? How confident are you they can defend the 137 that remain?
Yeah, I think you've also got to look at the different factors that are going to play a part. The enormity of Sri Lanka being able to win the Test Series 2-0, get over the line. There's obviously going to be no draw. There's going to be a result in this game. It comes down to scoreboard pressure. They're going to pinch themselves. When it gets down to 80 required, 70 required, all of a sudden they're going to start feeling the pressure that they can win and go over the line and win the series 2-0. The South African bowler, there's plenty of experience there, there's plenty of firepower, so it's not like they can't create the opportunities. Even Maharaj, who had a few overs today, got the ball to turn nicely. So more than enough for them to work with. And then you've got to go down to the Sri Lankan route of thinking their bowling attack. How inexperienced Fernandez, Rajitha. They barely played 3 or 4 games outside their country. And they had no services of Ibaldenia. And the part-time spinner picked up 3 wickets. I mean, the fact that they could do the job, you've got to believe as a bowling unit you can go out there and do the same. So they'll be believing. I think they'll come out here having 2 wickets down, looking for the early wickets like they created this morning. If they do that, there's no reason why they can't go over the line. But there is that but, and...
hold your nerve.
Yes, you got to hold your nerve.
Do you think they will?
I think they will.
You think they will? He thinks they will too. I say they. He thinks Sri Lanka will. He thinks South Africa will. What do you think at home? Never mind. Don't think about it too much. Come back tomorrow because we're on air at 9:30 and we see the conclusion of this one. Conclusion of this test. Conclusion of the series as well. It promises to be exciting. Thanks for watching today. Catch you tomorrow. Day one was really good. So much action. South Africa, well, they were blown away. 222 is all they could muster.
Sri Lanka 60 for 3. Can they frustrate South Africa in the first hour?
That's out. That's a really good catch. It's an early wicket. 10 minutes into day play on day 2. Bowled him. Brilliant. Second one this morning. This time it's Rabada. Here he is. Here's the star, superstar from Durban. He's hit that beautifully. He hasn't messed that up, that's for sure. That's gone maybe out of the ground.
Yes, Pereira played a fantastic knock, but will he repeat? Unlikely.
And there's another one. Outside edge, and that's perfect for South Africa. The man who's been in lethal form. He's got him. His first test wicket. And Mulder's on the test wicket taker's board.
Sri Lanka 154 for 9, effectively all out.
I'm struggling to understand why so many wickets keep falling.
They've gone up for that one, and the umpire's gone up as well. So the last over before lunch, another wicket falls.
Edged and gone.
Got him. That's an edge. Wow, this game has certainly turned around again.
That's close. Might be given. It is given.
Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka. Here they are on the verge of beating South Africa 2-0.
128 all out. On the back of a 68-run lead, there was no pressure on the South African batsmen. It's been a strange day.
The atmosphere here is electric.